Arvoyarns.
I saw Rocketman the other day. The Elton John. The Elton John movie. Holy shit, dude! That was one of the top. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. Top 10 best movies I've ever seen. It was just so well done, start to finish. There wasn't a single wasted scene in the whole movie, and the way that they I hate musicals with a passion. I just think they're so corny. But the way that they brought the music in and showed.
We should talk about that once we're done talking about this, because the corniness of musicals fascinates me.
Okay.
Very specific.
So they it was just so crazy because you'd oh whoa, these lyrics in the song really are about this very specific thing in his life, and it was really interesting because he's had this guy that has written all of his songs. He does all of the instrumentation behind them and everything, but the actual lyrics are all written by another guy, and they're all written all of his famous songs are written by one dude that he became friends with when he's really young, and then they make it big. But I mean, dude, that guy had demons on demons, and he just
Wait, the writer?
No, Elton John.
Oh.
Elton John, dude, he was he did all the drugs, and he didn't know how to come out of the closet, and his business manager, who was his business manager was his lover. So he had an old business manager, gets to America, starting to make it big, meets this guy at one of the shows that he's gonna do, and he's this gay Scottish dude who actually is one of the dudes from Game of Thrones, one of the Stark sons that dies in season 3. I forget his name, but that guy.
Small world.
Yeah, right. So he woos Elton John, and then he's well, I'm a manager too. He's they don't know how to take care of you. I got you, and so I'll be your manager. And he turns out to be super abusive, super manipulative, and takes 20. He has in his contract, he gets 20% of Elton John's royalties for the rest of his life. And there's this part in the movie where
Wait, is this still true?
Yeah.
Because in a way, this movie is a perfect way to get back at this dude. I mean,
dude, it makes him out to be he's a terrible guy, man. And I mean, there's this part in the movie. There's this part in the movie where right before Elton John tries to kill himself one time, the dude literally says to him, he's at a party, and Elton John walks out. He's we gotta talk. But when he walks up to him, he's at Elton John's villa, and there's this pool boy that's sucking the office man, the band manager's dick. And so he's just so disrespectful to Elton. He's just cheating on him right in front of him, super abusive. And then he manipulates him, and he's oh, your family's here, so now you gotta dance, monkey boy, because your fucking family's here. And then they get in this argument, and he's I don't even care if you kill yourself, I'll still get 20% for the rest of my life.
Okay, so he's the villain of the movie.
Well, he's one of the villains, right? Because his parents are because he comes out to his mom way before he comes out in public, but she's you'll never be loved properly. So that fucks him up.
In what sense?
What do you mean? In what sense?
Does she mean it because society's so repressed?
No,
or that's a gender thing. Only a woman can love.
Well, she thinks it's wrong,
right,
that he's gay, and then I guess she thinks that only a woman could love him correctly, probably as well. And then and then she's just super manipulative and just well, give me more money. I mean, I deserve it. I'm your mom. And then his dad just never loved him and just never cared about him. He's just going through life this. He's this combusting, supercharged, star, just flying through the universe, just putting out this incredible beauty as he's trying to grapple with his own misery, and he's taking all these drugs, and oh my god, it was It was fascinating. I mean, I was literally on the edge of my seat.
Wow. But how far does the movie go up?
Oh, until modern day.
Wow.
And then they're like, he started this. He's been sober for 28 years. He starts this AIDS foundation, for HIV and AIDS, and they've raised $450 million.
Wow.
What the fuck? That's crazy. But yeah, really great movie. If you've never seen it, or I didn't know that much about Elton John, and it was just fucking great. I saw it with my girl.
Yeah, I didn't really know his story.
She said that it was better than the Bohemian Rhapsody. I never saw the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, the internet said people had mixed feelings about that one. Although I loved the actor in it, because he's also a guy in Mr. Robot.
I don't know either of those.
What's his name? Rami Malek, maybe.
Movies are so funny because the best movies, to me, are some of like the best things ever. Like some of the most transformational, super transcendent, like just like, everybody knows their favorite movies and they've changed their life, right? But most movies fucking suck. And so I'm always so apprehensive to see movies because they're almost all so terrible and a waste of time. For me, anyway.
What was like a formative movie, like from your early years?
I really like the Hayao Miyazaki movies, like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke. I really like The Departed.
There was a really good documentary, by the way, like about
Hayao Miyazaki?
like Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli is like completely covered in plants. And all the movies are like super centered around nature. They like take the studio and then just imagine like this entire plot of land on it and just imagine like a giant jungle just grows into the ground, like just completely covered in plants. Like even you can't even see you can never see like a clear shot of the building basically.
I was at the I guess the original building because they turned it into a museum.
Ah, really?
And and you could walk through it and stuff, and you could see like in there, where they were sitting, and like giant fucking ashtray, like a giant basket full of colored pencils.
How big was it?
And all this stuff.
How big was the ashtray?
It was big.
I was imagining like this.
Not quite that big.
That would be cumbersome.
There's like a certain vibe. Like I don't even know if it's like would be legal or possible now, but like especially like in the early '90s, just these like smoke-filled rooms where these like guys just like neurotically animating like one thing after another.
And they're Japanese, so they're like don't do anything besides work. Actually.
But these were like Japanese hippies, so we don't know.
No, I mean they still did. Dude, I bet you they worked so hard, dude.
Oh, I'm not denying that, but that they.
No, I mean I bet you they
hard,
worked a lot though. Like, it's just really common in the culture, man. I was talking to one of my colleagues who goes over to our Japanese offices a lot, and he's like, I was like, what do you like about the Japanese culture? And he's like, well, it's a blessing and a curse as far as the effects that it has on people's lives. But he said they just work so goddamn hard, and it's so respectable.
Yeah. Americans aren't that much better,
He said that they're
more chilled out.
He said, Americans are way more chilled out. Dude, he said that the base standard is 50 hours a week. It's not 40, it's 50. And if you don't go out to drink with your peers, you're fucked. Like from a career point, like you are fucked. Like you have to do that shit.
Arvoyarns.